Okay. Let me make sure I have this on. Do not disturb. Ooh, cause that's got it on. Cause that is so aggravating when I don't have it on now. Okay. Sharing out. So if you heard something, it's because I'm sharing it. Sorry about that. I put it on mute. Okay. Good morning, Ohanas. You see this right here? It says, never give up. That's a workout video with songs. I'm saying it for a reason. Before I got on here, I just got finished doing some stretches. And when I said it had me sweating, it had me sweating. Okay, so, Ohanas. We are family. I got all my sisters and brothers and me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. We are family. You know why? Because I said so. Okay, that was the intro. Ohanas means family, so that's why I sing that song, or try to sing, or sing it. Anywho, I need to put a little bit of this on. Now, disclaimer, no, I'm not promoting anybody, but this right here, Amazon, amazing. I'm just showing. And this as well. This is for hair, arms, legs, whatever. And I show that because oftentimes when we get on Amazon to order stuff, we might just get one thing. But if you go all the way down, you will see where they offer maybe two things for a low price, okay? Or maybe three. But I got these two together. And they are the brand, well, it says Ogden, and then the brand is Parachute. It says it's 100% natural moisturizer, face and body cream, cocoa butter, heals and restore. Honey, I got this because, as I keep telling people, I have Graves' disease, right? My hands and stuff get so freaking dry, but also I wash my hands quite a bit. And when I say quite a bit, quite a bit. So anyhow, I just got finished doing some warm-ups. God see, and he ain't gonna let me lie, because I ain't trying to lie or hide. So I have my bike in front of me. I'm gonna show y'all again if you don't know. For those of you who don't know, I'm gonna show you. This is what I'm talking about. And I have that tote right there because if I don't, this will keep moving. And it lets you know how many calories you burn, RPM, all that. So I got this on Amazon as well. So I say that to say, no, I didn't go to the gym, but I have things in my home. I was going to the gym, if I can talk right, going to the gym to motivate me. Okay, I was going to the gym. I'm not stopping. But right now, I feel like there's some things I could do in the home, like stretch. if I get on the floor, I can lay on my own floor. I can't lay on the floor in there because I don't have a mat. So I've been doing some stretches. I've been doing some bending. I've been doing some crunches. Yes, I have. And so I can tell because I'm sweating. I want to. And so now I have this. Believe it if you want to or not. I put a little short video showing that I was on here and I wasn't just doing it because I was taking a video. I did actually, because I timed it, I had a timer set. The first time, maybe 15. And I said, you know what? Excuse me. Do a timer. So I set my timer and I did 20 minutes. So altogether, what's that? 35, 50. Oh, Lord Jesus. 35 minutes. Mm-hmm. Correct me if I'm wrong, okay? 15, 35. 35 minutes I did it. And so I'm on here. I could put my tripod on the floor. I have a big one right there as well. I don't know if I'm pointing. There. That's my big one. Then I have, where's that other one? Oh, here it is. Have this one as well. Just if I'm sitting down, I want it in front of me. And then also I wanted to share with everyone, I am really trying to get back focused on this weight loss journey. For those of you that don't know, that's what I'm doing. And I'm sharing my journey as I go with everyone, the world, to see, share, invite, like, comment. I know I'm not for everyone, but I'm gonna tell you one thing for certain, two things for sure. Or I might say one thing's for sure, two things for certain. How that saying going? I'm trying. You know what I'm saying? So yesterday I came on and I showed everyone. I started to bring the bottles in here. My supplements I take vitamin C, B12, D, E, Essentia. And if I missed out on one, I probably did. Okay, I take C, 12, B12, E, D, Essentia. All those are supplements, okay? So if I show people pills, ooh, that woman sure is on a lot of medication. No, I'm not. I take a lot of supplements. And each one of the supplements, I can go get my thing if I want to. I might do that a different day. Now that I can show the whole bottles. I have done it before, but anywho. And these pills right here that I have in my bottle, as I said yesterday, weight loss pill. I'm on a weight loss pill, weight loss journey. Journey's real, okay? I'm trying to spit no bars either. And then I have Graves' disease. And then this one is kind of like, I take it if I want to. It's a water pill. I'm gonna just be flat out right with you. I don't take it, but sometimes if I feel like I need to get some fluid off of me, it's not mandatory. I might take it every once in a blue moon, and ain't too many blue moons, is there? Okay, that we know of. So I share that, my supplements, and some of the medication. Basically, I take two pills that one most definitely take. I have Graves' disease. The other one I need to take because I'm on a weight loss journey. So those are the two pills I take. I don't have no other health issues for real, okay? Now, I have here some grapes, okay? So after I get finished working out, and I'm not just showing this, because I'll get back on here and do a live, eat them, okay? I'm just saying, because I know some people might think, but really I don't care. This woman ain't really doing it. Yes, I am. I'm truly sincere about this, okay? So the grapes, I'm not going to eat them all, but what happened is I have washed them in some vinegar and cold water. I let them soak first. Then I rinse them several times off, let them air dry, and put in a dish drainer. And then I put a towel over while it's draining the water, that is. And here's some green and purple grapes. And then in the kitchen, already, hello, welcome to my live show. I have some celery and carrots. Let me tell you something. I came on yesterday, did a live. I talked about a lot of things, but this ain't that segment. I might be coming back on, more than likely I will, after I get finished doing my workout thing. And I showed what I was eating, okay? Matter of fact, I was eating it on the live. I had two Morning Star is the brand, Buffalo vegan chicken patties, okay? Vegan. And let me tell you, that buffalo has a kick to it, but it's amazing taste. And I had some broccoli, some celery, carrots, and some water. That's what I have for, well, kind of a brunch lunch because I didn't eat no breakfast. This morning, I'm having some grapes. Hello, welcome to my live show. Thank you for coming through and speaking. And I'm having some grapes, water, of course. But if anyone is wondering what I'm talking about, my journey, and sometimes I periodically say, because I know people come and go and leave and in and out. I'm on a weight loss journey. So this morning, okay, please come through here. I'm on a weight loss journey, and I'm not for everyone. Okay, I know this, but I'm speaking about my journey. If that's something you don't want to hear, I'm sorry. Here we go. Right here. This is not coffee. I have made me some hot water, lime, and apple cider vinegar. Okay, this is what's in here. I'm kind of like trying to cleanse, detox, and remove some of the garbage that's in my system. Okay, that's how that goes. Like I said again, I'm not for everyone, and I hope that if you come through, I mean, speaking is all you got to do if you want to. Somebody came down here and said, "What? What to what?" I don't have no problem with nobody asking me a question. And that's a topic I can address later too. So I'm gonna do this. Let me write down what I'm gonna talk about today. I have so much in my mind. Okay, so I don't know if that, you know what? I'm gonna say this real quick. I'm talking about my weight loss journey. I keep saying that that's what I'm saying because for those that's coming on, wonder what I'm talking about or what she's about. I'm about a lot of things. Okay, I come back on here talk about topics. I come on here showing things. I'm not in this um on this platform just to be like probably not for everyone, but I know who I am for some. Ooh, okay. So my journey. That's why I said people need to stop mocking, making fun. If you have a question, I have no problem with telling you. Okay. How big are you? I might not tell you my highest weight, but I'm a plus size woman. And if you go down the thing and see some of my videos, it's got a pink and light blue thumbnail, exercise gym. You'll see me because I show myself. I'm not just sitting down and hiding behind the scenes in the flesh. And you will see some flesh because I just showed my stomach too. Here we go. Honesty is key. It's a part of healing. Okay. This is my journey for those that care to follow along and for those that's needing some assistance in moving forward themselves. I'm that person. This is why I'm doing it. Okay. Why do people put their business on the internet? What's the difference than people going to Hollywood acting? I have something to say about everything. We go and see that movie. We read the gossip columns about who's married, who did this, just like disclaimer, the Usher Alicia Keys situation. People pick people apart. People want to make fun. People want to do this, that, and the third, and say, "Oh, he did this to her," and da 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 da. She's married now. He's married too, and this, that, and the third. It's entertainment. Okay, if that's the case, everybody in Hollywood that's that's actors or whatever, don't have to be Hollywood. It could be a different state that they. I am wonderful. Thank you for asking. For those that's doing, life forms, the acting scene, would you consider that as what? Cheating? I don't care. I know what you call it, when they act, they know how to cut parts out, add parts in. Just like I saw when someone was, I'm a Walking Dead fan, by the way, now. Is that boring? No. Everybody like Walking Dead. I've been following The Walking Dead since October the 31st, 2010. And I done watched all of them. Fear the Walking Dead. Okay. Walking Dead World Beyond, Dead City, and Daryl Dixon. Come on now. And I'm ready for the ones who live with Michonne and Rick. Okay. What? Me? Yeah, I'll be front and center. And I can't wait till it come on the 25th of February. Die Hard fan. I said to myself, see, I'm trying to get off the negative stuff. I said to myself, I need to buy something with the Walking Dead theme in my house, or just to have a pillow, blanket, or something, because I've been watching them seriously since this came on. October 31st, 2010. Mm-hmm. All of it. Love it. Honey, I don't watch them over and over, some of them. Now, the one that I love, my opinion, I'm interested in Daryl Dixon, what that one's going to really be about. Dead City, kind of, sort of. That's what Maggie and Negan in it, okay? She need to get over it. I'm serious. I love her, but she needs to get over it. And maybe she never will because of what happened to Glenn, okay? But he helped her find her way to get her son. It comes a point in time, that's something else I can talk about. I talked about it yesterday. And then I'm going to start working out. When people have been hurt, because like I said, I already did exercise. I can do it while I'm on the video or off. When people have been hurt, and I'm talking about hurt, like heartbroken and scars and all this, that, and the third, I'm going to say this, and I mean it. For those that's alive, I think you need to make amends. And what I mean by that, no. You don't have to be around that person. You don't have to be in that person's space, face, or nothing. But you need to address the issue. Look here, you did this to me when I was 16. See, I can be an actor too. You did this to me. And if you think for 1 minute I've forgotten, no. Listen, I'm going to get this off my chest. You hurted me. That's what people need to do. And it happened to me. And the person is dead and gone. I shared it with a couple of people. I know my mom was one. Nothing happened. And here I am trying to protect a loved one because the person that did this to me was dating one of my relatives at the time, okay? So I didn't want to break her heart, but I got broken and violated. Follow what I'm saying? The person's not here no more. But even me talking about it and sharing it, because I have shared it with a few people, and that should have been the person I shared it with, and I didn't because I was close and didn't want to hurt, and I hurt it. It hurts. Get it off your chest. Let that person, I don't care if it's your mama, daddy, sister, brother, cousin, should no one that loves you hurt you. No one. Don't live and sit in it because it will consume you. Ooh, I'm spitting some bars, and that's the truth. God has been with me on my journey. And even though this woman right here in front of this camera, people want to act like, what is she talking about? Boring and all this, that, and the other. Okay, I might be. But I tell you this, if God leads you or put something in your spirit to speak about, speak about it. I don't care what nobody said. Why is she telling her business and this, that, and the third? Because it helps me and it helps the person. This is not no therapy section. I don't have no problem going sitting on the couch. But I will say this, if you don't went through mental, physical, sexual, psychological, mental abuse in some shape, form, or fashion, release it. You're going to always remember. You're going to always remember memories, the past. Sometimes it can come to haunt you. And then also what it can do is consume you because you're keeping all that out in your heart. Like I speak about my daughter, the one that I asked everybody to pray for that's missing. That's what happened to my baby. Okay. And this workout journey can be about me getting things off my mind and chest too, because that's releasing the stress, pressure, pain, ache, and all the things. And when you have a child, man or woman, because daddy's is parents, okay? Ooh, my ears ringing. If you, my daughter said, that's God. My ears start ringing. Maybe he's trying to tell me. If you have a child and you don't know of things, that could be painful to a mom or dad, parent, relative, whoever the guardian is. Because we want to protect them. And that's why yesterday I got on here, I broke down a little bit, and I don't care because I'm a mom, grandmother, and finding my way and on my journey along the way too. And oftentimes, okay, hello from Israel. Hi, living for Jesus. Good morning. God bless you. Along the way, I had a meltdown yesterday, but it was good for me to get it off my chest. Just like I had shared some stories. I had shared a couple of my stories about escaping my attacker and abuser. Okay. I'm saying that because that's one of the things that I was just talking about. When someone passed away and they hurted you. Oh my goodness, you just made my day. God bless you. God bless you. And I mean that. I felt that. When you done kept that in you, I don't care if you was a teenager, baby, toddler or young kids, because I'm going to tell you, like I said yesterday, how far back can you remember? Because I already said how far back I can, and I use an example of my granddaughter. She's 8 now, and she can remember her pop. That's the name she gave him. She was 1 year old, and she would go in there, sit in the room, and this is not no long time, 2016, 17, and he would share his food and bananas with her. Okay? He passed away. Okay, her birthday's in May. He passed away June 18, 2017 on Father's Day. Look it up. Father's Day. Well, we know Father's Day is on a Sunday, right? No matter what day it fall on. Just saying. And she remembered him. She was barely just 2. And this is why I'm saying, how far back can you remember? I told my dad something, and I don't know how old I was, But I saw this vision of me not being born. I'm a Kansas native. I don't live there though, but I'm from Kansas, okay? I left when I was 18 because I was my husband. He was a military man, okay, in the United States Army. Salute, always. I told my dad a story. This was last year about something that I had a dream about, and the dream was I didn't think I was born in Kansas. But here we go. Sometimes when you think a dream means something bad or sad, you can interpret it the wrong way. Sometimes it can mean something that is like, say for instance, if you have a bad dream, no, I don't know nothing about this stuff, but I do know a little bit. Um, like falling. Maybe it's trying to say you need to get up, brush yourself off. Just an example, okay? Not saying it does. I'm just giving examples. We cannot interpret things as being negative all the time either. We can't always think the worst of things. My daughter missing, I prayed, I cried, I left it alone in Jesus' hands. And yes, I still think and hurt from it. But I have to release it from me. But anyhow, back to what I was saying about my dad and my age. He told me, because I was born in 1966, by the way, I'm 58 years young. I told him, I said, I had this dream that I wasn't born, in Kansas. I said, was I born? My dad's from Arkansas. In Arkansas? He said, no. What happened was, and now I was a baby. I was a baby. My dad told me that his brothers, once they got old enough to travel and they wanted to see different parts of the world, they ended up coming to Kansas, okay? Maybe three of them, I think. And I guess being that they liked it, they went back and got the rest of the family. We ended up going to help mom, dad, whoever, bring them back. And my dad told me the last person that came, and this was in 1969, was my great grandmother. She lived to be 108, maybe older. Okay. Hey, that's her hometown. Actually, the hometown is not on the map because it was so small. It was Helena. I was going to say Texas. Helena, Arkansas. Okay. But the next town over, I guess, would be Pine Bluff. That's where my dad's from. And so I'm just saying, this is me talking about scars and how far back can you remember if you just trying to catch people up to speed. Because, like I said, I'm not for everyone. But yes, I have a valid point. Oftentimes, people carry this pain, hurt on. But it took me to be 18 years old. So imagine however long it happened. Excuse me, I've been having hiccups and burping lately. Anywho, before I got rescued, before I got rescued, my kids, and maybe God sent them my way. I have no idea. Maybe He did. I believe He did because we wasn't from the same town. He's from Daytona Beach, Florida. I'm from Kansas, okay? And he had just came back from Korea. Went to Fort Riley, Kansas. Had to stay in. Anybody know about the military? You go to the next duty station. You gotta. He was locked in or whatever. You can't go nowhere for about 6 to 8 weeks because you got to get everything up to speed, paperwork and important things, right? So once he got finished with that, some guys, and one of them was the attacker. Okay, he didn't know, but I told him. Yes, I did because it's very uncomfortable, and I shared it with him. So he rescued me from abuse and attacks. Yes, my kid's father did. God's a hero. God is an awesome God. He sent him my way, had to have been. Because who would have thunk it? I just try to be funny when I say that. Who would have thought I would have been a military wife? Anything's possible. I had an amazing life with my kid's father. And I keep saying it. It breaks my heart that I have to go through a lot of this stress. And I explain that too. I'm not trying to bore nobody with it. And it is stress, regardless if it's my child or not. It's still stressful by myself for the most part. Because when everything is said and done, somebody can come sit with you and talk to you and, you know, console with you and all the things. I'm still left alone to still deal with it. I hope I'm making sense. So that's why I say I don't understand why people would just get on someone's posts, lives, and just be so outright rude. If you don't like what I'm saying, why do people feel they have to say everything? Or why do you have to say something so cruel or mean? Just keep it to yourself. I'm not hurting you. Well, maybe I am by telling the truth. But the truth will set you free. I said that and I meant it. The truth will set you free. That's why you got to tell the truth. You got to tell your story. Everybody, I made a short about that last night and I meant it. Everybody needs to tell their story. And like I said, if the person done passed on, at least I know I told some people, but I wish I could have told that person what he did to me. He knew, but I wanted to say in his face, look here, I'm not that weak little girl no more. I was 17 years old. You was 26, I want to say. You had no business. That's what you need to do. You'd be surprised how much weight is lifted off of you by doing that. And that's why I tell my kids, always told my kids, be honest, don't lie, and you could come to me about any and everything. I don't care. But they won't. They won't. If you can't tell me, tell someone. And if it's a counselor, pastor, or something, I wouldn't even tell. I'm sorry, y'all. Sometimes it ain't good to tell your family. Sometimes it ain't good to talk to somebody, though, if you want to. I ain't saying that. I ain't trying to be contradicting. But if it's something, like I was telling my granddaughter yesterday, this is an example. If you have a crush on someone, it ain't good to tell your girlfriend, or sometimes it ain't good to tell the crush that you got a crush on. Because if he tell you he don't like you, I'm talking about these kids in their young minds, it's going to hurt your feelings. If you tell your girlfriend, y'all in high school or junior high school, girl, he is so cute, I like him. And she said, ooh, he ain't ugly. But next thing you know, they done hooked up. Stop telling your business. And that's the truth. So telling someone such as a pastor, counselor, therapist, social worker, or what have you, it's the best way to go. It is. Because I done been betrayed by friends, so-called, and seriously. And when that happened to me, this was in 2020, November of that year, the same year I started my weight loss journey. I got on, I done said this too, Facebook Live. We was having the pandemic thing going on. So everybody wasn't going to church and locked in and all this, that, and the third. I got on this church. I had been on it before, but something led me to get back on there. And they had it on live and the conference call. So you can get on the phone. You have to put your phone on mute unless you want to say something. You take it off, whatever. and the ones on live can hear you too. I was feeling some kind of way. I was hurt by somebody that we wasn't in a relationship. It was a guy. We wasn't in a relationship, but you still betrayed me because I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't want to talk to no one and be around nobody that's in a relationship or trying to seek to be in a relationship. I don't do that. I don't do that because if you cheating or hurting that person, you're gonna do the same to me. I'm sorry, it happens. And so I had got on that live and I wrote in the comments, and the pastor, rest his soul, that's another thing that broke my heart. Um, read it, and everybody that was on the phone, the live, him, himself, they prayed for me. And I felt so good releasing that. I didn't have no intentions, but I was led to do it. And I had to because my heart was not broken, but my feelings were hurt. Let me just say it like that. My feelings were hurt, and I was feeling some kind of way. And I'm gonna tell you, when you have alt in your heart, you feel the weight of it. Well, I did. So I spoke that, and each time I would ask for prayers, I started feeling light. My story, my truth. Each time I ask for prayer, leave it to be, I don't ask for nothing. Pray over me. I don't say, God, bless me. I need a car, or which in fact I do. Ask for materialistic stuff. I just say, pray for my health, pray for my family, and that's it. And leave it alone, or whatever, or my kid. Well, that's family. And so I started getting comfortable to where I would get on the conference call. Because at first I was on the Facebook Live, then I would get on the phone. Don't you know this pastor? I share my weight loss journey and I share some things with everyone. How is it going to hurt you? You behind the scenes. You on the phone. Ain't nobody looking at you. So you got to be boisterous. And I felt so comfortable when people would tell their testimonies and stuff like that. Don't you know, I told everyone about my weight loss journey and this, that, and the third. That pastor said these words. He called my name out. He said, you know what? He said, I am inspiring him, motivating him, because at the time he was diabetic, but he had lost a lot of weight, but still dealing with the diabetes. And he said, hearing you, this just made me feel some kind of way, in a good way. The following year, November 2021, his whole family caught COVID. But being that he had underlying medical conditions, this was so, I mean, I heard his voice on the phone because they was having church. It was Sunday. And he sounded amazing. Sounded like he was doing good, fine, and all the things. I want to say later on that evening, 6 something in the evening, I got a text message because this one lady that was, she was doing group text or whatever, said that he had passed away. That broke my heart. That broke my daughter's heart. He was one of those pastors. I'm speaking for me, this truth, and she would say the same thing. He did not judge. I remember one time he got up there on the pulpit, but he wasn't preaching that day, but he got up there to do a confession. And he said these words. He said he felt like taking somebody out. And he said why. Everybody hovered around him and prayed. Okay? So I was feeling comfortable. I wasn't missing a Sunday. I would get dressed. This is when I was on my journey and I was focused and feeling good, vibrant, alive. I felt energized. Get dressed. Come in my living room. I'm pointing over there because that's where I used to sit. In my recliner that I had at the time. And I did not miss a Sunday. Okay. And they had it on Mondays, conference call, lives, and Wednesday, and then Fridays. This was East Coast. They was in Georgia, the church or whatever. That just did something to me. And I'm not gonna say this. That's why I'm a believer. I haven't, you know, came closer to any other situations like that because it broke my heart. But also, I read my Bible, scriptures, pray. As long as I know I'm doing what I'm supposed to do in my eyes and God's, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. But that helped me to stay focused. It helped me to, you know, not want to cheat. I'm gonna say it like that, or go against what I needed to do to, on my weight loss journey. And I'm just throwing a tidbit out there, and I'm saying this because we need to speak out. We need to speak up. That's the reason why I'm saying what I'm saying. If one will probably say, "Why is she talking about this?" Because I was talking about you need to talk to someone, regardless of how you feel and what you go through. And I did that. That made me feel so good. Now, this is kind of crazy what I'm about to say. I haven't talked to that person at that point in time for about 6 months after that person did what they did to me. And what they did was they called to apologize. Apologize. And I accept it. But I will tell you this. I learned from things and it's not the same. But still, I'm not holding no grudge. I talked to the person several times. I accept the apology and everything. I really, really did. But you can't keep doing nobody like that. That don't mean you holding a grudge. That means you accept the apology, and that person apologizing is doing it for themselves. It does make you feel better. Be honest. Be in your truth. When you hurt people, stop acting like you got too big of a pride to apologize to them. When a person's, I'm just speaking, talk about God and praying and stuff, and then they're out here doing something other than what they're supposed to do. I can speak for myself because I know I'm not doing it, but I'm just saying. Let me use myself as an example, because sometimes people have a tendency of saying, "Well, maybe she's doing wrong." Well, maybe I am in God's eye because I ain't on my weight loss journey like I'm supposed to. See, here we go. I can admit me doing wrong, and when I was on it full speed ahead, I felt God. I still do, but I just felt everywhere in my home. And that's why when people walk in here, I have no reason to lie. Come in here and they say, "It's so peaceful in here." I'm not about no foolishness. I'm not about no being dramatic and in drama and he say, she say stuff. No. Whoa. Mm-mm. I had somebody I knew that was saying this about this person and was a sibling, and I'm saying, hold up, hold up, hold up. I don't do that. So I'm gonna leave that there because somebody say I'm gossiping. No, I'm not gossiping because I didn't put the person's name out there and I didn't get into it. Just an example. I don't gossip. I don't be in no drama. And that's why if someone don't like what I'm saying, I'm not for everyone. I'm no different than anybody on these platforms. And I'm not comparing myself, but it's the truth. Speaking positive affirmation, motivation, preachers, pastors, reverends, pope, whatever you want to call them, man of God. But I can speak facts, and I'm not fake. I'm not fake. Mm-mm. Anybody, no, just anybody that know me will tell you that. And it ain't just sisters. It ain't just family members. But I tell you this, I had a friend get on my live on Facebook. And this is I guess you could say she family. My mom's mother was friends with her grandmother. Okay. My mother was friends with her aunties and uncles and things like that because, hey, the grandmother and the mom. Me and my sisters raised up around this person that said this. And she said these words. She said, you the same way you was when you was a child. My daughter was on that live and she saw it. I'm not hurting nobody. Mm-mm. 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 I had to ask my grandchildren. I asked them. I asked my granddaughter the other day. I talked to them. I said, what is it that you do or don't like about me? Everybody have a right to speak up. But speak with respect and decency. Everybody has a right. I don't care if the kids or not. I want to hear your feelings, express your feelings. And my granddaughter, my son told me, Mom, let her you and her start talking about topics. I took his advice because it's true. So she can open up and she's so comfortable with me and she'd tell me something. Because one time she said something, I asked her something, she kind of told a fib, I lie, okay? And she turned around and said, guess what, Grandma? She said, I lied to you. I didn't tell the truth. And I said these words to her. I said, I was going to say grandma. Grandma, our grandmother, is not mad at you. I said, I'm proud of you because you told me that you told a lie and now you're telling the truth. That's how you do that. It don't have to be no consequences because see, your conscience will be your guide. Let it be your guide. It will haunt you. I want to treat people. I don't want to say the way I want to be treated because sometimes people don't treat themselves good. I want to be respectful. I want to treat people with love, kindness. This is what God made me to be. And I say this to say, when I was on that Facebook Live, her name was Tammy. She was battling cancer. She had bought some jewelry from me, and I knew her from my sister because she was around our family. I don't know her, nor, but I knew her from my sister. And that woman would always say, she said, I remember you and your daughter, my youngest one. She said, because y'all always was so kind and talked to her. She's a Caucasian woman. That's probably why she said it, because she probably felt like a little uncomfortable. Oh, so I got off that live just as soon as I got off the live, and she couldn't have seen that I was on the live because she's not even following this pastor. But anywho, she asked me to pray for her. Every time I got on that live, I was putting her name on the prayer request. Okay. My oldest sister did the same thing, Facebook Messenger or Messenger. I got off the live and she called me to tell me that her grandson was about to have a major procedure done. Okay. And she said these words. I said, well, I'm not trying to act like I'm holier than thou. That's what I said. She said, stop saying that. My oldest sister, we 10 months apart. Right now I'm 58. She's still 58 until March the 8th. Okay. She said, because you always had something special about you ever since you was born. This is what my sister told me. See, sometimes when you're young, you don't know how to interpret dreams. You can have visions and dreams, but you don't know what it means. That's why I was saying earlier, sometimes it can be a bad thing, but it don't have to be bad just because it's bad. It could be meaning like um, to save you. Um, Something, if you don't do this, something could happen, or it could be a reversal thing. There used to be this website me and my daughters used to get on call Moods and Dreams, or Dreams and Mood, either one. And you can go all the way down from A to Z, type in words, and it'll tell you. My daughter used to have dreams about teeth. Okay. I forget what she said it meant. Okay. And you could have dreams of people chasing you. That means sometimes when you have dreams and things like that, no, I'm not no tarot card reader or nothing. I'm just saying what I feel. And I used to wake up crying, and it was for two reasons. And I really feel this. I had something in me, and I didn't know what it was meaning, and also the sadness, because, ooh, that's a little fly or something. Um, the sadness of what I was going through as a child. Truthful. So on that note, this is supposed to be a workout. I think I'm gonna come back on here, and I don't know why I started talking about all this stuff. I know why. Somebody got in here and said, what? And everybody else spoke. And when that person said what, they didn't say, when I asked what you mean, what, they got off or something. I'm not for everyone. I would want to be, because I'm talking about some good stuff, positive stuff. But if somebody don't like what someone's saying, is how easy is it for them to just, oh, this ain't what I want to hear? Not to say nothing negative. People call them trolls, I guess you could call it. I don't have to delete you. I'll put you in timeout. You can do that on here. I'll put you in timeout for 24 hours. Don't come on people's stuff being disrespectful. That's negative energy. I'm not doing nothing harmful. Maybe I am. Telling the truth can hurt. But I'm telling my truth. I ain't asking, begging, sitting up here trying to have nobody be sympathetic. But what I am doing is talking about things, and I know that people are suffering, and it's, and, with anxiety, depression, silence, in a dark place or space, and not telling what's happened to them, keeping it in. And I'm gonna tell you something. You'd be surprised how many layers and how much better you'll feel doing it. Release it. Take it to the Lord in prayer. He's the one that can fight our battles. We have to leave it alone. And that's what I try so hard to do. I don't never pray and ask God for nothing. I pray to him. Actually, I talk to him. Lay in the bed at night and just start having a full-blown conversation after I say our Father's prayer. I guess that's crazy too. But that's what I do. What works for me don't have to work for you. But I tell you this will work for you. Stop suffering in silence. Oh, I've been having hiccups. Stop it. I think this is God maturing me and growing something. I has to be, because I've been having hiccups and not belching, but hiccups. So anyhow, I feel good talking about this. And I feel like I'm supposed to do this. I want to be that person that can make a difference and a change. We all have callings. I remember my mom, she used to get sick, and this is the truth. Mm, mm, mm. Every time she got sick, once I found out she was sick, I would have something come over me. I would cry or feel sad or feel some kind of way. And the next thing you know, I get a phone call. She said, Lisa, Mama in the hospital. And I said, that's what it was. My daughter, my youngest daughter, what was it, not last year? So this is 2022. I had that same feeling. And I was talking to my ex at the time. I don't talk to him no more. And I told him something's not right or whatever. I shared it with him. I'll be darned. My daughter called me on Messenger. She was in the hospital. And she told me, she said, Mom, you felt my energy. Sometimes you can't understand what's going on in your life. But just as soon, like with my mom, just as soon with my daughter, just like my daughter that's missing. I say she's missing because I don't know where she's at. I say she's missing because she's not at the place where she's supposed to be. She's supposed to be in this facility, getting her mental health together. Let me just keep it there. So every time I feel this way and I find out why, oh my goodness, I said, that's what happened. And I start feeling better. True story, my truth. So, anyhow, on this note, I'm going to come back on here because I ran my mouth. But hey, I'm about to do these exercises. When I come back on, I'm going to have y'all on here. I think I'm going to put I might put my tripod on the floor. I don't know, so you can see me. If not, you'll see me moving, okay? So, on that note, Ohanas, we are family. You know why? Because I said so.